Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Manasa, Assistant Professor from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. I'm going to talk about the women's empowerment. So, what are the ways to empower the women? Let us see, and what are the policies that the government or the NGOs or the people are trying to make the women to empower. So, what are the methods or the roles of different NGOs, governments, and then how the what are the ways to empower the women? Let us study in this session. So, coming to the empowering of the woman, it is one of the ways to improve the education, providing proper education and self-employment and self-help groups so as to support the women for the financially and making the outcomes of small with a small input having the budge outcome and providing minimum needs like nutrition, health, sanitation, housing, etc. Other than this, society should change the mentality towards the word woman, seeing that she is down seen and dominated by the men society. So these are kinds of the situations have to be changed so as to empower the woman. So first of all, she should be given a prime importance in the family or the society or the workplace wherever she goes, encouraging women to develop in their fields. They are good and they make a proper career. So encouraging the woman to as to make a proper career and take her own choice. So in order to have the betterment of her, the country as well as the herself. Means personally she's grown up and it is contributing to the world's growth even. So there are ways to help the empower the women or the identify the opportunities for their contributions where our talent or the innovations can be put so as to make the proper area to be highlighted and give them space to speak and means first of all take a decision of the woman before having the final decision. So make a woman in the panel of decision making and provide the feedback on their work. So try to give some positive put-ups or positive the words like if she cooks, her cooking is very, very good, and the way which she works, her ideas are very good. So that's way you provide a positive feedback so as to encourage the woman so that many women will come to the field and then the women's strength over their grows and then it will be a group of creative minds. So offer a mentorship. So you give the leadership to the woman and see how better it would be and then develop a junior woman for senior roles. So you try to encourage the younger woman because having the in her minds she can take very good decisions and then for giving the higher roles to them so that she is treated with a good position and she works for it with a heart all for the development of any particular the workplace or the society or the industry and make introductions. So try to make involve her into the interactions so that one to other persons feel interacted and then they get free. So many of the women will be concised or will be like introverts, so they don't feel like talking themselves because some other may be feeling something else in talking her. So they feel like not to talk much with the others and they may not be feeling safe to talk with the male persons, etc. And protect the flex part factors wherever she feels she's sensitive, then try to be confident protect her in these aspects and then why not to go for such things and close the pay gap means you try to give the equal employment or the equal money or the salary to the both men and women and encourage women such that she is paid equally with the same cadre of the men and be approachable to the female means encourage means if she has some problem or the some doubts you try to give her a space to so that she will tell and you can approach then it will be a nice collaborative also as to give the good output from the women. So let us see what are the roles by different governments or the NGOs. What are the other things mm, are doing for the women empowerment? So coming to the role of NGOs, so this non-governmental organizations. NGO means non-governmental organizations are playing a significant role in empowering the women means empowerment of disadvantaged women. So the NGOs are making a remarkable stamp in the society in bringing the women out and making their own self finance and having self confidence out. So, just a few years after the independence, the government has set up the Central Social Welfare Board, an apex body of voluntary sector that aids more than 10,000 NGOs across the country in order to help women stand on their own through these such programs such as called socio-economic programs. So the NGOs are being the prime important organizations in making empowering the women by small investments and then bringing such huge outcomes. So, vocational training and other similar programs are given to the women with no fee or without any fee. They are given such kind of trainings and then they are allowed to put their own small industries or the organization and bringing women's talent out in making some artifacts and all and which is used for educating the girl childs and all. So here the quotation has given you educate a woman, you have educated the whole family. If you have educated woman means that is you have educated whole family. The balance of the family is in hands of a mother of the family. So here NGO Rahi is a national level NGO is a child rights organization providing education to the children and health care as well as the protection. So these are examples of NGOs which are the encouraging the girl child. And what is the role of government in encouraging the woman or empowering the woman? The Department of Women and Child Development has been implementing the social programs for holistic development of and empowerment of women with a focus to improve their socio-economic status. In order to make women independent and creative in their own talents, this government has been means the Department of Women and Child Development is implementing some programs. So there has been a policy shift from time to time based on the shifts in emphasis. In the year 2001 was declared as a women empowerment year to bring a focus on the programs for women. So the year in the 2000 world is declared as a women's empowerment year, so as to bring the focus on the programs that will encourage the women. So that government has set. So a program to support training come employment for women which is called a step support to training come employment program. So this is launched in 1987 to strengthen and improve the skills of employment opportunities for women below the poverty line and in traditional sectors of agriculture, small animal husbandry, etc., where women are employed on a large scale. So, this is to encourage women who are limited to the traditional sectors like agriculture, animal husbandry, and all. So who are below the poverty line. This training come employment program for women has been brought. It is launched in 1987 by the government. And Swayam Siddha has launched in March 2001 and the Swashakti project. Earlier, it is known as a Women's Development and Empowerment Project, which is launched in 1998 in the month of October. So these are some examples of the programs that has been launched by the government, so as to encourage the women in order there to so as to earn their own money with a small work. So this is the government, one of the things which now present government is doing. So from women development to women-led development. So in order to encourage the women, micro women have an entrepreneurship loan from Mudra and Stand Up in the India. So it is like one entrepreneur woman is encouraging other women to put their own business. So she's encouraging, and again she's raising some other groups to put their own scale of setup, so that she will again develop and then encourage some other women. And the gas in the name of Ujjwala Yojana, the gas is connections are given for the poor women. So these are the schemes that the government is doing now. And paid maternity leaves from extended to 26 leaves from the 12 weeks. So from 3 months to say almost 6 months, it has been extended. So this is what the government is doing. So boost to save sanitation with 82.8.23 crores of household toilets. And so the government is building, as the central government is Gramina Upadhi Yojana. This scheme, it is building the toilets at each and every house at the rural areas. So it is encouraging the sanitation for the women and safety and security also. Financial security for the girl child with the 1.2 crore Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. So another scheme of Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana, it is giving the it is almost spending 1.2 crores of the amount for the girl child. So these are the schemes which present government is doing now. And coming to the programs that the government is doing. One is Swayam Siddha program and Swashakti project. And one more is support to training and employment program for women, that is called the STEP. And Swalambhan creches or daycare centers for children of working and ailing mothers. So government has started these, and hostels for working women and Swadhar Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. So these are the different projects which government is doing. So it so as to empower the women. These are the schemes. So let us see about the in detail what each scheme is about. So coming to the Swam Siddha, which is we previously used to call as Mahila Yojana. So it is an integrated project for the development and empowerment of women through the self-help groups. So SHGS means self-help groups, group services. So that is Swayam Sita means herself what women can do. So with emphasis on covering development access to the micro enterprises, having the income, means the input investment below 10 lakh, so that means below the having the amount with a small input and these Siam Siddha has been availed by about 10 lakh women in India. So almost these many memberships have been are availing the Siam Siddha scheme. So it is to encourage the rural women with the imports to us to put their entrepreneurs are the small projects. And one more thing is Swayam Shakti project, which is earlier known as Rural Women's Development Empowerment Project, and it is renamed as Swayam Shakti project. And it was sanctioned in October 1998 as a centrally sponsored scheme to be implemented in the states of Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttaranchal, and Uttar Pradesh. So it has been initially started there and is implemented in these states. So is to have the Swayam Shakti rural women's development. So in ambition to develop the women in the rural areas and to give the empowerment in that rural places. So the coming to next project is support to training and employment program for women, which is called a STEP. So the program seeks to provide updated skills and new knowledges to the poor asset. Less women in 18 traditional sectors of employment like agriculture, animal husbandry, dairy, fisheries, handlooms, handicrafts, khadi, village industry, sericulture, and all. So all these sectors, so as to give some training to them and then give the self-employment in these sectors. So this step is encouraging the women to have the free training and then put her own means they can earn by self by giving some amount to the women. The next program is Swadhar. Swadhar is this scheme was launched in 2000. This scheme was launched in 2001 to 2 as a central sector scheme for providing holistic, integrated services to difficult circumstances. Women in national policy for the empowerment of women. So the goal of this policy is to bring about advancement and development and empowerment of women. So holistic and integrated services to the difficult circumstances. So this is called national policy for the empowerment of women. And coming to the next program, which is called Rashtriya Mahila Kosho, which is RMK. It also has been known as a National Credit Fund for Women, and it is giving some amount of the fund to women so as to set up their own small business. So was set up as a registered society under the Societies Registration Act in 1860 on March 30th, 1993. So this under this act, this Rashtriya Mahila Kosh has been developed. It is giving credit support or the microfinance to the poor women to start income generating activities such as dairy, agriculture, shopkeeping, vending, handicrafts, etc. So it is giving some input means financial support to the women so as to start this kind of businesses. So in 2003 and 4, amount of almost 25 crores has been sanctioned through this RNK. So almost it is huge amount it was giving, and Then UNIFEM is the Women's Fund at the United Nations. So United Nations Development Fund for Women. So it is United Nations Development Fund for Women. So it is for working for women's empowerment and gender equality. So what is this UNIFEM is doing? It is a women's fund at the United Nations. It provides a financial technical assistance to innovative programs and strategies for foster women empowerment and gender equality. So in order to create a gender equality and women's empowerment, this program has been said which is in United Nations. So what are so we have this program so where different strategies have been told. So there are four strategic areas where this is working. So UNIFEM has identified four strategic areas of critical concern for achievement of gender equality and women's empowerment. So this UNIFEM has four strategic areas. Let us see what are those areas. So reducing feminized poverty. So especially to reduce the poverty in case of females, and then ending violence against the women. So ending violence against the women and reversing the spread of HIV/AIDS among the women and girls. So to stop the spread of the HIV/AIDS among the girls and the women, and achieving gender equality in a democratic governments in times of peace as well as a war. So the equality should come without any wars and all, but it should be by educating the men about how to deal with the women and how the importance is given to the women in their society. And next one is gender responsive budget initiatives, which are called GRBI. GRBI is a collaborative effort between the United Nations Development Fund for Women, that is UNIFEM, and Commonwealth Secretariats and Canada's International Development Research Center. So IDRC. So it is a collaborative effort which gives a gender responsive budget initiative. So it is a collaboration between the UNIFEM and IDRC to support the government and the civil society in analyzing nationals and local budgets from gender perspective, and applying these analysis to the formation of gender responsive budgets. So it is to encourage the gender responsive budget, like a particular person they will ask for the small support from the government. So and are the civil organizations, so they are analyzing these and then encouraging the women to come out with small budgets and then start their own startups. So this is the international organization where it is encouraging the women gender based encouragement for the financial freedom. And on this concern, one more is International Women's Day has been kept on March 8th. Each year around world, International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th. So to encourage the women that there is one day for the women, and thousands of events occur not just on this day but throughout the march to make the economic, political, social achievements of women, so as to know the achievements of the women, like socially or economical or political ways. So this particular day has been kept, that is on March 8th. We celebrate on International Women's Day, so that the woman's achievements can be known, or she feels that she has some role in the world or the society. And For example, every year we have a theme for this International Day, Women's Day. So on 2014, inspiring change. This is the theme that has been kept. So these are all kinds of encouragements in either giving some encouragement by some program or the project, or keeping International Women's Day. Such kind of encouragements are given national wide as well as international wise, so as to empower the women to come out and should to stand equal with the men. So coming to the conclusion, women represent half of the world's population, and gender inequality exists in each and every nation on the planet. So though they are half of the amount, but still there is inequality in gender inequality is existing. Until the women are given the same opportunities that men are having, our entire societies will be destined to perform below the true potentials. Yes, until the half of the people means they should be given same opportunities, and no one should be seen with the gender but with the capabilities that they can go. And then encouragement should be given, hence then only their own individual performances are coming out rather than the gender based output. So the greatest need of an hour is a change of a social attitude to the women. So this is most and most important one, that the all mindsets should be changed, that their attitude towards the treating the woman. So how the socially means workplace, or the society or the family or the students, schools, everywhere, how the woman is treated, that needs to be changed, that entire, so that the entire change will come in the nation as well as worldwide. Change will come in unless the perspective of the women is changed, how to see a woman. So this is the main and most important factor that is to be taken to empower the woman, rather than means along with the giving all such encouragements. First and foremost factor is the men's nature, the attitude towards the women, how they are treated, to be changed first. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.